Oh, the question is, will Apple keep rolling? So yeah, in my time slot on the Ring World, I'm competing with a show called This Ocean Called Earth. And its dubious co-host is the former president of the United States. She's a very attractive middle-aged woman who plays a mean guitar. Her oceanography skills are seriously lacking, but you know, this couple has moved on to the phase of his career, and he's a big fan of the oceans. But she did something significant as president of the United States. It's very interesting. She had a Clarence Thomas. So just imagine Clarence Thomas. Like, she was somebody who studied very seriously the presidency and the extent to which the president could actually interfere in the laws of these United States. Like, if there's a rumbling Mister Softee truck just burning diesel fuel and all kinds of disgusting chemical combinations, the intent of which is to mask the fact that there is disgusting diesel fuel pouring from out of this Mister Softee truck. I will say that when I was a child in England and the ding ding guy came by, it wasn't inclusive of everything that is required to make a banana split. If somebody should want a banana split at this hour, okay? Like, this is a very strange phenomenon, but it is a perfect representation of end-time capitalism. I'm not trying to give this Mister Softee guy a hard time, but he is required to serve on demand all of these refrigerated treasures, including, it's banana boat. I'm amazed there isn't a register mark, but how does he, like $6 for a banana boat, but the $6 for a banana boat, $2 cone, but why? This rumbling horror. This is a rumbling horror. Slow watch for children. Yes, while we're killing children with this, while you're watching for children, just know one thing. You are killing children. When you go to Mister Softee, after your dramatic run, I don't know, maybe he's not a regular, and you order your shake float, your soda float. Ooh, how Middle Western. I wonder how many people in New York order the soda float. Actually, New York City is being crammed with Middle Westerners. Yeah, some people have gotten very rich. Now this thing, which requires this rumbling horror, I'm not trying to give you a hard time, sir. I respect what you're trying to do, but this is insane. Look at this. It's parked here. He's not even alerting people to the fact that there's some ding-a-ling going on and you can get ice cream. And I'm not seeing, in the time that I've been here, incidentally, terribly many patrons. What is the critic to patrons ratio? Now, I will just back away because, you know, perhaps like the famous Schrodinger and his cat, I'm influencing this moment somehow. Ooh. Perhaps I am. Influencing it more than I intended, because, yeah, I mean, if there is somebody who wants something involving a banana and some whipped cream and some, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you that you don't recognize the deaths of children at this Mister Softee moment? And by the way, you need to raise your plow. Whenever it should snow again in New York City long enough for the, you know, for anything to stick. I love these Blizzmaggedons, my new term, because I'm sick and tired of Snowmageddon and Snowpocalypse. So it's going to be the Blizzmaggedon 2018. I've predicted it now, a Blizzmaggedon in the year 2018 that will require the raising of the plow. I was mistaken. I thought he was about to peel out of here because I was being critical. The hostess of this ocean called Earth, big hit on the ring world, summoned to her office on a routine basis. Her, you know, she just selected them dumber by dumber. And she said, I don't understand this point of law. She would summon this Clarence Thomas, the Clarence Thomas of their, you know, of their split off world. And the guy was so embarrassed, it got to the point, okay, I'll resign. Because she said to him, come on, look. You have a lifetime appointment on the basis of George W. Bush's needing to replace a black man with a black man. And you are the best that we could come up with that would please the so-called conservatives, right? And you're an ignoramus. You don't know the first fucking thing about the law. You've been on the Supreme Court all these years and you're still so fucking stupid that you can't answer this simple point of law? She said, as President of the United States, well, I just have a question about this point of law. How is it that you're on the Supreme fucking Court and you don't know this fact? Is it appropriate that you should have a lifetime appointment to said Supreme Court? Well, she got rid of them one by one with that line of inquiry because it turned out that SCOTUS was preposterous. Preposterous. It was preposterous. Now, it is true that one of my revered ancestors served a SCOTUS, some fucking SCOTUS, I don't even know, like, yeah, sure.
Share the card, don't worry about it. Hi.
Oh, young people. Okay, that's all good now. Now go and have babies right now, because whatever whatever you were thinking of doing, you just walked by the fucking Mister Softee truck. So his sperm is that much more debilitated. And look who's gone. Now, here's a question. Was there a cutaway moment that Schrodinger's cat might have get away? But it doesn't require somebody to be elected president of the United States to put the question to any given Supreme Court justice. What the fuck do you know about the law, dude? Okay, so these SCOTUS justices have a certain degree of protection, but they also have a certain degree of public exposure. Whenever we see a SCOTUS appointee, ask them a simple question of law, like, goes like this. Our sense of justice as human beings, it turns out, is hardwired into us.
I'm using the excuse though, because I got games.
Are you serving justice or are you serving the corporation? When you handed down that associate decision, that that tag-along decision, were you even fucking paying attention to your children's legacy, to your grandchildren's legacy? Most of you SCOTUS people have emerged from what was once called the middle class, and isn't it interesting how your Supreme Court decisions actually affect those yet unborn in your own bloodline? This is something you need to examine right quick. SCOTUS. SCOTUS. I'm so old, I remember when we didn't call them SCOTUS. And I remember when we didn't call him POTUS. POTUS for Powershitter of these United States. And when will come such another? Not in my lifetime, that's for sure, because it takes ambition to power shit. As Donald Trump power shits every single night. Every single morning. Yeah, there's an afternoon power shit. There's a mid-evening power shit. Yeah. It gets that grandiose sometimes when the President of these United States is power shitting. That is what is emergent. Oh, and it feels so good to him, but not nearly as good as killing all of you under the instructions of doctoring Henry Kissinger. Why haven't you arrested him yet? It's a simple way for you to remain, undead is the wrong word, but you know what I mean. Still walking, still talking. Arrest Henry Kissinger. And interrogate the next Supreme Court Justice of these United States that you happen upon in whatever walk of life you occupy. You know what is at stake here. Listen to me. I am Brer Abbott. This is Brer Abbott's Panic Room, the novel Newer News from Nowhere. It's increasingly looking less like nowhere, isn't it?